Soundstripe.
Trying to get a lot of dough. Anything is possible. Turn me up in the headphone.
Soundstripe.
Yeah. Trying to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of goals. Stack that bread and by my nose. Anything is possible. Yeah. Trying to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Hey. Oh man, I got a lot of goals.
Welcome to the XandOSports Show. I'm your host, Ricky G. Stanley. We got our lovely guest, one of the one and only Wilson Preparatory Academy's Janiya Johnson. Say hello to everybody, Janiya.
Hey.
All right, so Janiya Johnson is actually one of the athletes from Wilson Preparatory Academy that is going to the regional conference championship. And we're going to do an interview with her tonight. She's going to be her first interview. So Janiya, tell us what school you go to. Even though I already said it already. And tell us what year you are.
I graduate in 2026.
All right. You said you go to Wilson Preparatory Academy. All right. And you are a freshman. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. So tell the world and my lovely followers, what sports do you actually play?
Volleyball, basketball, and track. All
right. So who's that in the background? What school is that in the background?
I got LSU.
All right. So have you, you're a freshman, but have you went on a visit yet?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So how'd you like the campus?
It was good. Saw the track. Saw the football field, basketball. It was great.
All right. So did you fly down there or did you drive down there?
Drove.
How long was it?
About 12, 13 hours.
Okay. Did you drive any or you just sat in the back?
Sat in the back.
All right. All right. So Janiya is a true freshman at Wilson Preparatory Academy out of Wilson, North Carolina. Like I said, she plays volleyball, basketball, and track. So when you played basketball this year, was this your first year?
Yes.
All right. So what position did you play for basketball?
Power forward and center.
All right, so I did a little bit of homework, and they saw that you'd never played basketball recreationally before. Is that correct?
Yes.
So this is your first year. So you're more of an offensive threat, or you're more of a defender and rebounder?
Defender and rebounder.
Okay, all right. So how tall? What do you list as height right now?
About 5'10".
Okay, you're pretty tall for a freshman. All right. So you say you play power forward and you play center. So when you played basketball, so you played mostly defense. So if you had to choose a defense, were you more of a man-to-man person or a 2-3 zone type person?
Man-to-man.
Okay, so you locking them up, putting straps on them. Okay. So if we put you on the same court with Angel Reese, you say you're gonna lock her up?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I like that. I hope she sees this interview. Angel, hey, we're coming for you. All right, so see, power forward. All right, and you run track. So I remember you ran for Wide Awake track team last summer. So I've been following your career. As an 8th grader, you ran your first race. You ran a 33-second 200 as a 8th grader, and you was coming off a hamstring injury. I do remember that because I was at the fence and I watched it. All right, so your first year, and I watched you gradually get better. You ran a 33 your first race in 8th grade. You turned around, ran a 31 the next week, a 30, and by the time you got to the end of the season, you was running a 29 as a 8th grader, which it wasn't bad. So then during the summer, you ran with Coach Maurice Williams, Wide Awake. By the way, make sure you guys check out his page on Facebook. We watched you develop, and you got down to the point you ran a low 29 right at 28. And I was like, it's not bad. So this year, freshman, you was not going to take anybody by surprise because everybody knew what you did last year. So could you tell the world what you ran 2 weeks ago in the 200?
26.5. All
right, 26.5. And I remember because I was at that event, I was standing on the actual track, and a parent out there in the crowd was like, ain't no girls running under a 30 out here. And you and the young lady from Warren County actually ran a 26 neck and neck. So I was like, hey, he's wrong. But like I said, watching you develop, So you've already doing your visits for colleges, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So which colleges have you visited so far?
University of Florida and LSU.
Okay. All right, great. So tell us who your top 5 is right now, even though you're not being fully recruited yet, because you just became into your freshman year, but who are you being recruited? I mean, I'm sorry, who are you looking at in your top 5?
So I got University of Florida, LSU, UCLA, Texas A&M, Texas, University of Texas, and also Oregon.
All right, so Oregon's going to be the, kind of like a toss-up because everybody know they're the mecca of Nike and track. So officially by the rules, like, they won't allow you to do official visits, but you've done Florida and you've done LSU. And you said you got Texas and Texas A&M coming up, and you have UCLA last. That's going to be your junior year. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I know if you run well during the summer, you can actually take your nationals trip and go to Oregon this year to run. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. All right, that sounds pretty good. I'll say we've been following you since you was a little kid, so this should be very interesting. And let's see. So you said your time is a 26.5, and when is your regional competition?
Was it Friday, Saturday?
Okay, this Saturday. All right. So will they have a live link for that?
I don't know yet.
Okay. We'll look up. We'll look it up. Let's see. And what is your favorite event out of all the events you've run?
The 200.
The 200. Okay. So you like coming around that mountain and turn on the speed. Okay. So your freshman. What is your favorite subject in school?
Say English.
Like English? Okay. All right. That's not bad. So you said English. Let's see. So who is your English teacher?
Ms. Walker.
Miss Walker, I think Miss Davis Walker. Yes, I do have that in my notes. Miss Davis Walker. Okay. So what is it that Miss Walker like? Is it her teaching style, or is she just a great teacher?
Her teacher style. She explained more.
Okay. Cool. All right. And so let's see what we got next on our list. What is your favorite food? Tell the people. Let's get to know you a little bit. What is your favorite food?
My main was macaroni and cheese, and the second one is seafood.
All right, so you just got braces look like. So does the mac and cheese get stuck in your teeth, or it's okay?
Yeah.
All right. So you said mac and cheese, seafood. Do you ever put them together, or you eat them separate?
Different.
Okay, all right. So you never had like mac and cheese with a little bit of lobster tail in it?
Oh, y'all had it before.
Okay, all right. So right now in 2023, who is your favorite athlete right now?
For basketball, I got Angel Reese.
Okay,
And
all right.
Brett Kari Richardson.
All right, Shakari, yeah, and she actually redeemed herself the other day against Sharika Jackson, but I can't wait for the showdown for the Worlds in this summer. All right. So they said you like English. Who is your favorite teacher at Wilson Preparatory Academy?
I only got one.
I was gonna see if you took the bait. Okay, don't have one. Okay, so you like all your teachers. Great. All right, and I want to ask you this question: what is your opinion of being elite? What does it really take to be elite?
So being elite, in my perspective, is being a team leader who engages and inspires people on their team, as well as provides the encouragement, support, and the mentoring.
Okay, that's pretty good because next year you'll be a sophomore, so all the middle school kids that are behind you will be coming up behind you. They already look up to you now, not just because you're 5'10". So I remember one of your coaches telling your middle school team that that you guys went undefeated in your track season last year as a middle school.
Mm-hmm.
And so they only had a couple track and meets this year. And if I'm not mistaken, they won this year. So there's 2 years in a run that Wilson Preparatory Academy's track team has went undefeated in middle school, that is the pillar of the program. And so if I'm not mistaken by my notes, we have you, one person as a shot put, a distance runner, and a high jumper. So 4 of you guys are going to regionals. So could you tell us one of your I know you before the year, all athletes do it. You guys write down goals. What was one of your goals before the season came up?
To get my time down.
Okay. All right. So what was your official time when you walked into the season? Was it a 29 or was it a 28 before you start running for high school?
It was a 28, I think.
Okay, 28. Okay. So you shaved about 2 seconds off this year already? That's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, so 26. So what is the actual record for women right now for the world? Do you know that?
It was like was it 21?
Yeah, it's around there. I think Abby Steiner has that, if I'm not mistaken. So, well, I'm sorry, that was for, I think she did that for collegiate. I got to double check which one it is for like actual the world for outside of the US. So you got Sha'Carri as your favorite athlete, but Sha'Carri doesn't run the 400.
No.
So she doesn't run the 400. She runs the 1 and the 2. As a matter of fact, what is your 100-meter time right at the moment?
The lowest I got is 12.9.
12 now. Okay, not bad. So it's an athlete out there that kind of reminds me of your build. Sharika Jackson. Have you ever heard of her?
Yeah.
Yeah. She more because she came down for the 400, stepped down to the 200, and she dabbles in the 100. But like I said, she can run. She can run pretty well. And like I said, I can't wait for that showdown. And do you have any social media that you would like the world to know or to follow you as your track journey continues?
Yeah.
Okay, just tell the world, how they can follow you. If it's your spam page or whatever one they want to follow.
Got my Instagram is Naya only. Yeah.
Naya only. Okay. All right. No underscore, no nothing.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. So Janiya Johnson from West Preparatory, and like I said, they've been do a little backstory on that school. You guys started school around 2014, so you was probably what, fifth grade then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So well, they started a little bit before you got there, and I remember they had finally broke ground and they were actually doing like sports there, and I was like, okay, well, keep an eye on this school, and I know that they brought track when you were in middle school, and then COVID hit. And then so you was kind of like part of that redeem team to get the track back going. Did a very good job. You what's your friend Grayson Dickerson? She had a good season. A couple other kids. Yeah, this is one I think on top of my head. But I'm actually looking forward to you guys continuing. Hopefully you can get through regionals and make it to states. So when you go to states, will they give you an actual trophy for the school, or will it be just like a medal for yourself?
Probably just a medal for myself.
Okay, so how many medals you got in your collection?
I got a few.
Okay, cool. All right, so you don't have to spoil it yet, but in your top 5, who are you leaning towards? I see you got a Florida Gator shirt on, but you got an LSU in the back. So who are you leaning towards?
I'm gonna say LSU for right now.
Okay. You can always change. You got 4 years to change it. So LSU is at the top. Maybe Florida's number 2 so far.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Florida. So when you went to Florida and LSU, because I know you probably have to do another official visit for Florida once they find out who you are. What made you? Did you feel at home at LSU? What made them go to number 1 on your list?
I just liked it better.
Okay. Was it like because I know with LSU, I did do some research there. It's like the classrooms are a little smaller, even though it's a big campus. I know you got to do a personal tour. You have to go into the dorms and all that good stuff. How was the food down there?
It was good.
Okay, so did you try any of that gator down there? Did you try any of that? Okay. Yeah, I heard they had got a very good gator gumbo. But so next time you go back to the bayou, make sure you try the gator gumbo, or they have a couple other Creole dishes you should definitely try out. But I know it's a school night. We're not gonna keep you too long, Janiya. But we're glad to talk to you. Hopefully, we'll be following your career and get some more footage of you. But this is our show, XandOSportsTalk. We're glad to have you on. I'm your host, Ricky G. Stanley, and we are
Turn me up in the headphones.
out of here.
Soundstripe.
Yeah. Grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of goals. Stack that bread and by my nose. Anything is possible. Yeah. Grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Hey.